This is MJ, the MC of CaTalk. After the cold winter, finally it feels like spring coming with the flowers blooming. Why don't you go for a walk and have a brunch with your family? There's a small brunch cafe that you can enjoy the spring sunshine, the Gallery Bistro. The composition of two words does not seem like to belong together. Isn't it curious? Today's CaTalk at the Gallery Bistro. Let's check it out. Hi, how are you, Helen?
Good.
How's it going?
It's going great, thanks. Good to see you.
Okay. Can you just briefly introduce this place?
Okay.
Yeah.
This is our Gallery Bistro that is operated by my husband and myself, my husband Ryder. And we have seating here, and we've expanded into seating on the other side, so many people are finding it changed.
Okay, and this is the menu.
That's right. And we have also on the chalkboard, we have our menu as well. And up here, we have our specials. Every day we put our special sandwiches.
Okay, and your business hours is only 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., right?
That's right. So we're mostly for people that want to come in for a morning coffee and a muffin, or
Brunch.
lunch, or breakfast. Yeah.
Breakfast and lunch, right? Okay.
We have currently an exhibition called Port Moody Images, and we invited 4 Port Moody artists to give us what they felt were their images of Port Moody. Most of them are photographs, except one artist did pastels.
Pastels, right?
Yes, and that's the one over in Korea. That's Kay Mitchell's work. And she's an established local artist. And these are some images that my husband did. They are all with film camera, not digital and no Photoshop. So it's well known in the community that...
This is so hilarious.
Yes, it's well known in the community that the Burrard pub, which is across the lane, has got ghosts.
Okay.
And so he put the ghost of a Volkswagen Beetle in this picture.
How?
Well, I don't know if I should give his secrets. No Photoshop though. Yeah. It's all it's tricks of perspective and things. Okay, this one I'll tell you. This was actually a small plastic bottle in this shape.
Really?
And so it's somehow a trick of perspective that he's made it look big. These ones are...
Stanley Park?
No, this is nearby. That's
Where is that?
In Port Moody.
In Port Moody.
Yeah, it's
Beautiful.
just on the other side of Ioko Road.
Can I just touch a little bit?
Sure, gently. This is it's called Photo Giclée. So that's a photographic image that's printed on canvas. And this particular canvas is textured. That's why you can see that it's got texture to it. It's not like a flat canvas.
What's your favorite?
Which one of all these?
In the shop.
You know, I really find this one quite
This
interesting.
one?
Yeah, I really like that. It's
Really?
but we had a chance to see them at
This
her
is
home,
beautiful.
and I really liked to see that one. And that's that half of the case, and then this half, it's a collection of whiskey water jugs. They were sort of promotional materials used to promote those products, and
I like those cups.
those are wine cups. And that's
What cup? Wine?
wine. But you could use them for other things too. And this is the,
I
these
can
are...
just use it as a teacup.
Yes, you could, yes.
Nice to meet you, Helen.
Nice to meet you too.
Can you just introduce briefly about yourself?
My name is Helen Daniels, and I was born in Edmonton, Alberta. And I moved to the Vancouver area about 32 years ago.
Okay.
So I live in Port Moody now, and so I've lived about half of my life in Alberta and half in BC. But BC is very much home now.
You have children?
No, we don't have children, but we have a dog
You have a dog, right?
named
You
Moksha,
like a dog.
a chocolate lab named Moksha, who's 8 years old.
Okay, so only one.
Only one, and she keeps us healthy and out getting lots of walks.
She's gonna be lonely.
Today my husband will walk her. And as far as my family, I have 2 brothers. I have a brother that's 1 year younger than me, and he lives in Victoria.
Victoria.
And my older brother, he's a year older, he lives in New Zealand.
New Zealand.
Yeah.
Have you been there?
Twice.
Twice, right? And I just want to hear about your life as a kid, or when you were a student. What was your dream, and what did you major?
When I was, first of all, growing up in Edmonton, it was a very carefree lifestyle, I think, compared to now, where we walked a lot of places. We went to visit our friends. We're here. It seems like these days parents have to drive their children to a lot of places, and it was just more carefree then. But I really didn't know what I wanted to do for a career.
What was the reason for just moving to
For moving
Vancouver?
here, my family gradually moved out here.
Okay.
First, my older brother and my father moved to Vancouver Island, and he was a lighthouse keeper there. And so it was just a gradual thing. We all moved out here at different times. And I had worked in Edmonton as a commercial property manager. I had found out that I was suitable for that through some career planning. But I didn't really know what it was. But I got into it in Edmonton and did that for 3 years, but I didn't see there was too much of a future with that company there, and so finally the timing seemed right to come here. And I worked first in commercial property management here.
Commercial property.
Yeah, so looking after office buildings downtown in Vancouver, like Park Place and the Grosvenor Building, World Trade Center office complex. So yeah, so I did that for about 20 years.
What was the hardest thing as a property manager in Vancouver?
Well, sometimes it was difficult dealing with tenants that were having either financial difficulties or, they were operating small businesses in a large complex.
Yeah.
What about human resources? Like, how many employees have you had?
Well, at that time, I was a senior property manager and had maybe 5 property managers working for me, and each of them in turn would have probably had 5 or 6 employees in each, each building.
Can you just share about the story? Like, what was the funniest memory in your life?
Well, one that comes to mind is at our wedding. We've been married about 20, at our wedding, we've been married about 29 years, and our wedding was actually on New Year's Eve. So we never forget that, but we sometimes forget how many years it is.
I'll never forget that.
Yeah. So what happened was we had a very small family wedding with a few friends at our home, and we were opening. At one point, we all sat around and we were opening the presents. And so I opened up one box, and it's a beautiful vase. It was like white ceramic, and thanked the people, and we put it down. And then we opened another box, and it was another vase. This time a different shape, different material. And it went like that for 10 vases. So pretty soon, you try to look excited, but wow, look, another vase.
Another vase.
It was just funny that it was because we were a little bit older when we got married, so people probably thought, well, they have everything they really need. Let's get a nice vase for them. So
to the opposite side, what was the hardest time in your life? It's really hard to answer, but
I know that is a hard question, but I've lost both of my parents. So my mother died when she was 48, only 48. She died from cancer.
Quite young.
Yeah, quite young. And my father died after complications after a second stroke, and he was 76. So I think those would take would definitely be the hardest times for me.
And just want to share about your characteristics, like personality. What do you think about you, and what are your strengths and weaknesses?
Well, I would say I'm a very social person. I like to be around people and interact with people, and also connect people together. If I know somebody that likes to do something, I'll try to introduce them to somebody else that they would be a good collaborator with, or that they could become friends with. And I guess strengths, I would be hardworking, especially if I'm really motivated by something. I really can get things done.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah. When I was working as an arts administrator in this area, I was the executive director, and so my job was to I was actually the sole employee. I got to do everything. But I had to work quite independently, and so when it came time to do things, I would be organizing them and carrying them out. And
I'm a little bit curious about the name of this business, like Gallery Bistro. Why did you guys combine together, like Gallery and Bistro?
Right. Well, when we had the opportunity to take it over just over a year ago, there was a very small bistro that had not too much seating and in the front and then some in the back. This was a gallery, and it was closed at the back. something like that. So there wasn't really much of a connection between the two. But we just thought it made sense to combine them and provide more seating and make it just a more viable type of business.
Exactly.
Plus, there isn't really any place in the area like this. You know, it's different from most places. It's something maybe you'd find a commercial drive or something. It's got a different feel to it, I think.
Yeah. How long have you guys, ran this business?
Just since February of last year,
February of last year.
2013.
I understand. Have you ever experienced any of the problems when you started this business?
Well, it was a learning curve for us because it was for some people it's their dream to open a cafe. It wasn't our dream, but circumstances just came about that it worked out. So, it's a learning curve, but based on my experience with, in a business position in property management, with budgeting and construction and all those sort of things, and interacting with lots of people at different levels, that and working as an arts administrator, which really I was operating it was a nonprofit society, but it's like a small business. So I guess some problems were just getting used to the idea, just figuring some things out. At the beginning, we had some staff that that were here before, so that helped us a bit. And then we closed for a while for construction, and so that was hard. So, but my husband he's also an artist, but he's great at designing and coming up with ideas and also carrying them through the construction part. So, so we overcame the difficulties, and we feel like we've gotten through past the end of the first year, and things are really good.
Do you think you guys have particular differences from other brunch cafes? Advantages or fortes?
Well, I think part of it is that we're a small family-owned business.
Small family.
And not a chain,
Okay.
So we really can give more personal service, I think, and we get to know customers by name. And people can come in and if they're by themselves or with their family, and have a meal and feel comfortable, and we have a lot of repeat business, a lot of people that come regularly, so they obviously like the food and so on.
I just saw the reviews on the internet and found that a lot of people just like this place. What do you think, and what is the main reason for that, in your opinion?
Well, I think the freshly made food, I think that's it. Often I hear people say that tasted so good, it's so fresh, So I think that's it. It's part of it. It's good food and a nice atmosphere too.
So what is your priority just to run this business? Fresh meals or friendly services or something like that?
It's all interconnected.
You don't want to miss anything.
No, it's hard to say. I think it's providing fresh food in a nice atmosphere, a nice friendly atmosphere.
Okay.
And people being able to be exposed to local art as well.
And as far as I know, you guys close on Mondays, right?
That's right.
Is there any reasons for that?
Because we need a day off.
and Monday's the best for you.
That's right. And actually, a few places are closed on Monday, so it's not an unusual day to be closed.
Well, not on Sunday. But Sunday, a lot of people just come in.
They come for brunch and so on Sunday. So Monday gives us a chance to catch up on things, at home, or things that need to be done here, do some shopping. And
what about the marketing? You guys have to make the people know, we're going to have a special event or something like that.
That's
What method are you guys using?
Well, we have a Facebook page for the bistro, and we're in the process of creating a website. One of our employees is helping us do that. So we're also...
do you guys outsource, or
No, we're doing it all sort of in-house. And we're also encouraging people to sign up on our e-list so that when we have events to promote, we can get in touch with them.
That's good. That's good. Really cost-effective, I think.
Plus, our local, we have a good relationship with the local media, the newspaper, and also the city hall. They will put our events on their calendar, and v3h.com and things like that.
That's good. Did you cook at all, and do you think you are good at cooking or something?
Oh, I think I am. I do like cooking. It's hard to find enough time to do it, but I.
What about your husband? Your husband enjoy?
He likes to cook too, and he's starting to do more actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What kind of food do you guys cook usually?
At home, you mean, or
Yep.
at home? Often things like rice and Thai vegetables or Thai chicken.
Do you guys make it own, like sauce as well?
Sometimes
Fantastic.
we take shortcuts. Sometimes we take shortcuts.
Okay. So among the Asian food, do you guys, you guys like Thai food, right? What about the Korean and Japanese?
We like sushi,
Sushi, right?
and we don't know a lot about Korean food, but we like kimchi.
Kimchi. Isn't it really spicy for you?
It is.
It is, right?
It is, yeah. That is good.
But you guys like it, right? It's good. And do you think like, Korean food, a lot of people say that like Korean and Japanese food is really healthy. Do you agree with that? Or
I think so, because there's not too much fried food, and there's quite a few vegetables.
Yep.
I think it's pretty healthy.
What do you guys do on the weekend and when you guys have a free time?
Well, in free time, first of all, at the end of every day, every afternoon, I walk my dog.
Walk my dog.
And I also am doing the sun run training.
Sun run training.
Yes. So
what is that?
The sun run is held in Vancouver every year. I think it's the 30th year now, and it's up to close to 50,000 people participate.
Oh.
So, and it goes through downtown and Stanley Park and over the Cambie Bridge and ends at BC Place. So I've been a leader at the local rec center. Well, basically, if you do the training yourself, it's called in-training program, then sometimes people invite you to be one of the leaders. So I was actually quite surprised last April to be given a 10-year pin.
10-year pin.
That I was doing that for 10 years. It went very fast. So I do that each spring. I do the training. So so people in the community can register at the rec center and then do this very gradual training.
How much is the fee?
The fee was it's about $125, and that includes the registration and the sun run. And we're halfway there now on the training, so it's a bit hard to just jump in. But it's a very gradual training that by the end of 13 weeks you can run 10K.
Yep. But a lot of like ethnic groups and a lot of people from another country, they just combine and just live together in Vancouver. Do you think the mosaic society is positive or negative?
I think it's very positive. I think that each of the groups brings, adds a richness to our community. Yeah. People bring different viewpoints, different culture, different heritage. Okay. And I'm proud to have gotten to know quite a few people of different backgrounds, many Persian people and Japanese and so on. So
do you make an effort to communicate with them and get along with them?
I do, and I know that a lot of people, especially say artists, when they come here, they're not sure how does it work here for artists and how can they meet other people. Yeah. So I was actually involved in a survey, a study project about how can we engage more newcomers or new immigrants into the arts community.
I feel that you are kind of really open-minded. So I just feel that you just try to get along with people from other countries like Asia or Middle East or something like that. About the future plan, what is your future plan and goals?
Well, our future plans are to help, to get our bistro more well known so that we have more steady clientele all through the day. We're quite busy sometimes at lunch, but we want to just even that out so that people come in the morning and as well. We will eventually.
But now it's not busy time, right?
No, we're closed.
Thank God. Closed.
But we are looking at eventually we will be working open in the evenings as well. So it's just a matter of staging it and then hiring some more staff and so on.
Okay, now we're gonna make the most popular sandwiches but simple in Gallery Bistro, which name is shrimp and avocado sandwiches. Okay, let's check it out.
We use croissant. We also use ciabatta bread and sometimes whole wheat bread.
It's hard for me.
No, it's already sliced. It's all ready to go.
Okay.
So this is some pesto mayo. Okay,
smells good.
It is got pesto, and we mix it with mayo. So now you can do yours.
I can do it. MJ, you can do it.
Very good so far. And Then we'll start with some avocado. Just I hope you're hungry. Then we put a few slices of tomato.
Tomatoes.
Fresh. We usually put some garnish on the plate. I don't have that out right now, but we usually put a slice of orange or something like that. No. Should we sit down and taste it?
Yep. It's best time. I serve you.
Oh,
Hey. Okay.
Bon appetit.
Okay. Anything is okay for me.
After you survive the borscht.
This is amazing. Wow. I think I can make it at home as well. So easy and simple. It's so delicious.
Well, I really appreciate you coming to the Gallery Bistro today. I know I met you a few weeks ago, and I
My
wanted
pleasure.
to welcome you to the community. And I think it's great work that you do. I've seen your print newspaper as well.
Okay.
Appreciated that, and I think that you're adding something to the community and helping share the stories of the people that live here.
Oh, really? Our pleasure. so, how did you feel? Like, is this the first time you just make a program for TV, like in your life?
No, I have a couple of times before. I did some media promotion work for when I was working as an arts administrator. But no, it was a good experience. It was very casual. It felt very real.
Yeah. Okay. So thanks for your time today, and I hope we are gonna be here again. And I'm gonna definitely here to enjoy the, avocado and shrimp sandwiches with my wife and with my friends and family.
Good. And
So
coming on a weekend too, we
Yeah.
have.
So thank you very much for your time today.
You're
And
very welcome.
okay.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you.